Hello everyone, today we are going to be doing Antarctica rev- review. So this is a revision of Antarctica, so let's get started. So Antarctica is almost circular in shape. Its eastern part is bigger and it is called Greater Antarctica. So what you have to learn first, the eastern part is bigger. This eastern part, what is it called? The eastern part is called the Greater Antarctica, and the western part, of course, then it is called the Lesser Antarctica, as it is smaller. Then around Antarctica, of course, there are many seas like the Weddell Sea and the Ross Sea. Also, there's Mount Erebus. What is Mount Erebus? Mount Erebus is an active volcano. It's a volcano. And where is it? It is in the Ross Sea. You know that 70% of the entire world's fresh water is in Antarctica. So if it melts, there will be a lot of um, floods all around the globe, and also the land area 98% is covered of ice. That's why it's not the smallest continent. It's narrowly beating Europe and Australia. And also in Antarctica, blizzards often happen here. So that's why it is called a polar desert. Because its temperatures can go like minus 70 degrees. Also, not many plants in Antarctica because of the harsh climate. So there are only these mosses and lichens. Then also birds and seals and birds, like there are many birds. Like some of these birds names are birds and seas. uh, Many of these birds names, just a second everyone. um, yeah so yeah so many birds, like 40 kinds of birds like albatross, prions, gulls, cormorants and petrels are found in Antarctica. And various kinds of seals. What are these various kinds of seals? There are the fur seal and the elephant seal. There are, I've written over here as well. There are the fur seal and the elephant seal. Now the penguins. So I was saying that peng- in 1820, the first island explorers. In 1820, uh, Antarctica was actually discovered in the early 1820. The early explorers were mainly hunters and sealers who did not know for sure if they had landed in Antarctica. Real exploration only began in the 20th century. The first island explorers and scientists were led by Captain Robert Falcon Scott of the British Navy in 1901. So, Amsterdam with 14th, went out. He started out in June 1910, and Roald Amsterdam. He started off actually for the North Pole, but then he just found out that the North Pole had already been discovered. He's a Norwegian explorer, so he went out for the South Pole. He started off in 14 December 1911, a way long time than Robert Falcon Scott. But guess what happened? It happened that it can be that Falcon Scott was a little farther away from the North Pole, and Norwegian guy, this Amsterdam, was actually the country where or state wherever he was must have been a little bit closer. That's why Amsterdam reached on 14th of December 1911. So, oh sorry, so Amsterdam, he started off. So he didn't start off in 1911. He also started off with this Norway on the same time. So yeah, so the 1911 he reached there. 14 December 1911 he reached there. So he must have started off earlier. But Carlton Robert Falkenstein started off on this June 1910 and he reached on 17th of January 1912. So Amsterdam had reached there. They used special navigating instruments to calculate their position, left behind a tent, Norwegian flag and message for Scott at the pole. Scott's group, which were cold and hungry and exhausted, reached the pole on 17 January 1912, while Amundsen returned back safely. Scott and his men died on their way back. Now the continent of Antarctica. It's also said now that this continent of Antarctica was very lonely. It was a very lonely area. So it is a human void zone. So the continent of Antarctica is a landmass covered with ice up to 4 kilometers thick. And despite its thick ice, Antarctica is classified as a desert. It does not have much rainfall or snow. And when it snows, the snow does not melt and builds up over many years to make a large, thick ice sheets. Antarctica is bitterly cold as it is made up of lots of ice in the form of glaciers, ice shelves, and icebergs. It is the highest, driest, windiest, coldest, and the most desolate continent in the world. In Antarctica, there is a little exposed rock. There are no trees or bushes, so vegetation or mosses like lichen and algae, which I had said before. All these conditions are adverse to normal living conditions of human beings. These harsh climatic conditions make human habitation difficult in Antarctica. People do not live in this continent the way they live in other parts of the world. It is exact opposite. So Antarctica has no permanent residents, no government or an economy, and no industries, towns or cities. Antarctica does not have indigenous human inhabitants. The people who travel or to live in Antarctica can be categorized into two main groups. One group consists of the people who live and work on scientific research stations or bases. The second group, of course, tourists also visit Antarctica. In present, scientists, researchers, and the support staffs from 30 different countries live on about 70 scientific bases in Antarctica. With a population of about 4,000 in summer and about 1,000 in winter. Also, the main purpose of people living in Antarctica is to undertake scientific research and atmospheric studies, glaciology, medicine, biology, environment, human impact, etc. Are the people you need to have people like carpenters, plumbers, electricians, mechanics to support this. If there's any issue, what will happen? So these people also come with them to keep to support the scientific research work and keep these research stations running. So yeah, like that. And also, in addition to these scientific research programs conducted by the government of different countries. So, according to this scientific research, many governments from different countries also come here to join Antarctica. Also, non-government expeditions, mainly tourist ships, also visit Antarctica on a regular basis. This has encouraged a wide range of tourist and adventure activities here. Motor-powered vehicles are the main modes of transportation across the ice. Thus, we see that because of harsh living conditions, Antarctica has a very small but not very stable population, between 1,000 and 4,000 depending on the season. The density of population varies from 0.0000 7 people per square kilometer to 0.0035 people per square kilometer. Therefore, we can safely say that Antarctica is sometimes rightly called the human void zone. So thank you very much for listening to this video. Make sure to share this video with your friends and subscribe to his channel. Like, bro. Like if you like my video to encourage me, of course. Thank you very much. Goodbye, everybody. I hope you like the revision of Antarctica because exams are approaching right now. So, yeah, so I guess that is it for today's video. I hope you liked this video, this revision helped you. So, goodbye, I guess. Meet you in the next video.